we're going to give you the demonstration so other people can see this here too. Okay, is everybody here from Las Vegas?
Yes.
Okay, you're all from Las Vegas? Okay. Now, you want to give your name to everybody here?
My name is Dora.
Dora. And your name?
Robin.
Robin, Dora, Robin?
Kristen.
Kristen. Okay, so we got 3 females up here. Now, each one's going to have a different vibration. Each one's going to have a different form of health. Different things in that aspect here too. Now, again, we're just having a couple of things here too. Okay, we're going to go to the next person here. Now, she's going to be totally different than you. As I said, you're a lot more healthier. I'm looking at both of the eyes. I see there's some problems with the eyes here. Irritation, they get a little bit dry at times. They irritate you. I also see here a slight problem with the thyroid gland here, a little bit of irritation, and it actually goes right in the back of the head on the right side here too. Not careful, you can get some mild headaches if not careful. So I give you this warning here today, okay? You are not that happy emotion-wise, so I'm just trying to show you here, okay? And the whole idea is you're very emotional inside. You carry a lot of things. Sometimes carry grief too, and a lot of that grief is here in the colon, as I'm seeing here, and it's hard for you to let go in that aspect there. And then sometimes you get angry at yourself, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't blame yourself, but you do. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay. So again, now you see when a medical tool goes into the person, they can search and see all the different parts and bring it together. Now again, a lot of people may say they have a heart attack and they go to a doctor and the doctor says, okay, we're going to have to do surgery or whatnot. A lot of times it may not be from the heart. It could be from different parts of the body. It could be an emotional cause that's causing it. There's such thing as emotional heart attack more than a physical heart attack. I don't know if you knew that or not, but there is. So with emotional heart attack, you can have a heart attack caused by your strong emotions, but you can get healed up within 1 day. But with a physical heart attack caused by clogging of the arteries, things in general, that's a whole different ballgame. Okay, so keep this in mind. So our diet is very, very important. And I feel like you need to change your diet a little bit more. I'm just letting you know in that area. I'm looking at this knee here too. The right knee, there's some things developing here at this time period here. And at the same time period, you need your space, your privacy. If you don't get that, your peace and quiet, it really affects, especially if you're around negative people. Does that sound like it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now again, I just point out some of the things about here. Now, the thing is, for your thyroid gland, you need to take kelp. Licorice tea would be very beneficial, okay, to help that area at this time period. A lot of times you don't feel like you can express yourself, and that gets affected quickly. This is where we go back to Sherilyn, talking about the chakras, okay? We're going to look at those eyes. You need to take vitamin A and B2 internal. Now, vitamin A and B2 internal will help the eyes specifically. Now, have you heard of palming? Has anybody here heard of palming, or the audience? Anybody?
Yes.
Who's heard of palming? Oh, yeah, because it's okay. Palming is a very simple procedure. You go to any health food store, it's in books that deals with the eyes. You would take your glasses off, and let's say you are laying down on the bed, you can put a pillow behind your back, put a pillow on your chest. You're going to take both hands and put them on the pillow this way. Take your glasses off, of course. Yeah. And then you take your right palm over the right eye and left palm over left eye. And that's all you got to do is totally relax, listen to some soft music. You do this for 1 hour. That's like getting 12 hours of sleep or more. Not only will it help heal your eyes, but it's going to heal the rest of the body at the same time period that needs to be healed. That's how powerful your hands are. So then next time you feel very tired, you're at the computer, and you want to go to sleep, you can go to sleep, I can tell you, and you're going to wake up tired. Your eyes are going to wake up tired. So when you're at the computer, put your elbows on the computer, take your glasses off, again, the right palm over the right eye, left palm over the left eye, and what you're going to do is do that for about 15 minutes, and you can do that for many more hours at the computer. Okay? That gives you the idea how powerful our hands are for healing. And this is what you need at this time period here. And this will also help the back here where the stress is coming back here too. So when you have like headaches, willow bark, which will also be very beneficial for you. Now again, as a medical tool, when you come to me, I'm going to be recommending different things at different time periods and explaining your personality, how to change this, and where this occurred, and who's causing this in some areas. Because we allow sometimes psychic attacks. We allow people to get into our own aura, as they say, and cause us to feel misery. Let's say if you're married, if you have a boyfriend or whoever, and if you're not having a good day with that person, it's going to affect you very deeply. Okay, it'll affect your health in that area. And this is why you find a lot of car accidents caused by arguments with loved ones, or having a heart attack, or things in general. Cheryl is agreeing there. Okay, in that area. Okay, so my suggestion also to you is take some B vitamins and some calcium, magnesium to calm those nerves down. Okay, I see a lot of dryness in the body occurring. This has a lot to do with the female area. So then liquid calcium would be very beneficial for you. Black cohosh would be very beneficial because I'm looking at this ovary over here. I see calcium deposits. Does that make sense to you?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. She's agreeing with me, folks. Okay. She's Sharon's saying I get 10 minutes. Wow, my lucky. Okay, and okay, we're gonna go to you in this area. Now, I did notice you have a lot of mucus. If you understand the word mucus, which is another word for cholesterol. Okay, it's all in the midsection here. And that continues, there's going to be a problem that we're talking about because it affects the arteries and things in general. So I'm going to highly recommend for you today lecithin. You go to the health food store, just to dissolve fat, mucus in the system. The arteries can be a lot better in that aspect there. You're not depressed, I can tell you right now, but you got a very strong mind. In fact, you fool a lot of people. You got a very strong mind, you're very determined, quick mind, highly intuitive. You can figure out things quickly and analyze them quickly. Does it sound like you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now you see the difference how I went in. Now that would be, we call into the mental aura of the body, as I saw this here too. And so people that think they know her don't really know you. So that's good in that area. And you have the ability to have leadership talent, but you really don't want to be a leader, but you have that ability. And you also have some business sense if you really want it. But you have a very sharp insight of people. Good character reader, highly intuitive, and you use it all the time. Is that what you, okay. And she says it's correct. Now you see the difference how this is done? Now we're going to also, I notice here there's something wrong here with the body. There's a problem with iron and B12. His body can get a little colder than normal, as I'm seeing here. And I'm also looking over here into the stomach area. I'm seeing some irritation. So much as you look cool and comfortable, a lot of people, things do affect you on the emotional level, and it goes right into the stomach area. Sound like it?
Yes.
Okay, now you see how we're pinpointing this here. Now you go to a doctor, and what are the doctors going to do? Going to give you some steroids, give you some pills, give you some aspirin, go home, and here's a $1,000, $10,000 bill. Okay. Now there is a difference. Now when you go to somebody like me or somebody who's in a holistic area, it's going to be quite reasonable, and it's going to actually help the body. Now, for the stomach area, you need to take peppermint tea or papaya juice. Now, believe it or not, red cabbage juice, if you got a juicer, will even cure an ulcer. That's the only vegetable that will do that. So keep this in mind. So if you ever have a real bad problem, it's not extreme at this time period, but whatever it does, I'm just giving you some idea. Now I can go on and on if I want to continue to read and read and read. Because of the time, I did indicate that I'm going to give other different forms of demonstrations as somebody who is not here by the first name and present age. Why do I ask first name and present age? Does anybody know? Do you know?
How you connect to the energy?
That's part of it. What is it? Why do I ask for the age? Do you know? Do you know?
10 million people out there.
Well, yes, in some areas there's some big people out there. But the reason I asked for present age, let's say we have John Smith, okay, and I just need the first name really, John. The reason John will give me the vibration, my superconscious will know where to go, okay, and read that John. But I need the age, and the reason I need the age, we can have somebody who's 70 years old, John, and I can pick up that he's a baby. He's immature, and that will give me a state of where he's at. Now, a child could be more younger, but I can pick up he could be more of like an adult. So that age is very, very important. Now, this is what I teach in my school. Anyone can learn to do this with no problem. Okay, in fact, you can read better than a lot of those readers after taking the schooling, okay, the workshop. Let's give you some idea. So now, what we're going to do here today, I'm going to give a quick, because of the time, we don't have much time, so in that area, let's see here. This gentleman, you're new, okay? Okay, I'll tell you what. Is there somebody that you know that you want to know about their health, maybe something about their personality, any first name, presentation, somebody that you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you come on up here?
Hey.
Okay. And you're from Las Vegas?
I'm from California, but I live
Okay, you're from California. Now, and your name?
Christian.
Christian. Okay, now Christian, who do you want me to focus on that's not here that you know of, the first name and presentation of the individual?
Rosalinda.
Rose?
Rosalinda.
Oh, this is a female, Rosalind.
Yeah.
And, okay, and how old is she?
She's 52.
She's 52. Let me go over here and look at her health here. Do you know anything about her lungs? Having problems?
I know she has asthma.
Okay. Speak for itself, okay? Now you see how fast that can be done. Again, you can do that because we are all one, we're all connected, and as long as you understand how the superconscious works and you learn to train yourself, you can go into it real quickly within a second and find exactly, pinpoint a major thing. There's always minor things in the person too. Now the problem is with her, as time goes on, there will be some problems that's going to deal with both of those legs of the knees. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If this continues on, that she would be like in a wheelchair, and I'm just having a couple of things because there's a lot of things wrong with her that needs to be changed. I'm just trying to show you here, and she's very emotional. I saw her crying a lot here over somebody else, like a loved one. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So now that goes in emotional. Now those emotions are going to go deep into the bone structure. Now, if your bone structures, because it's not just emotion, it's also all the toxins. If your bone marrow slowly goes, dissipates, so is your life. So it's very important. I always look at the bone area, the bone marrow, because this is why older folks, their bones start snapping because the bone marrow is slowly dissolving because of all the toxins. Constantly, year after year, it gets compactor and will dry it up. So when you're doing a lot of fasting, and she needs to fast, she needs to take hers. I feel like she also needs some counseling here because it's very hard for her to cope with a lot of things. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just give you some idea in that area. Since of the time, I'm going to give people an opportunity now to ask me some questions here. Some of what I've been talking about on the medical intuitive. Anybody here that have any specific questions you want to know more, deeper, in understanding how I'm doing this? Remember, you can do this here too. Also, I have the book behind here too. Deals with your superconscious, as a matter of fact. If you want, when we're finished, you can come up there and take a look at the book. I'll show you how to get your personality test just by numbers alone. Quite fascinating. And the colors, 4 colors you choose will tell me where you're at in the love area. It will tell me if you really want in love with the person, or you have anger, or you just more interested in money. You'd be surprised how fast this could be done here. Now, again, I'm a teacher of metaphysics because I do all the sciences of the metaphysical world. But this is where it's fun for people to see how this can be done. Any specific questions from anybody here? Anybody up here? Any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
Can you tell if somebody would be stronger as a medical intuitive, or when they come to your class, can you tell who will pick it up quickly or who's natural?
Yes, I can tell that as a reader due to the fact that, first of all, if you want to be really good in this field, because I'm also a professional spiritual healer, you go to my website, angelsonwheels.net, which is in the card. You can take a business card. You'll see a lot of people writing letters. I cure them of cancer, all types of different diseases. Now, I can see with somebody, when they come to me, even as a reading or in the school, whether or not they will be good as a psychic surgeon, or just going to be regular holistic, or should they really do this? Because sometimes some people should not do this. A lot of people say to me, Mike, how can you read like that? I mean, you can read all day long. I read one person, I get a headache. I says, either you have it in your soul or you're not to be a professional. There's a difference between professional. I can teach you to read. With all the variety of different people know how to handle, it's a whole different ballgame. Okay? Yes, to your question, I can tell quickly on that. Any other specific questions here tonight? Questions? Anybody got a question here?
How much is the book thing?
The book sells for $15. You can buy it here today. If you want it signed, I can sign it for you. And what we can do, if you want, you don't have to buy the purchase the book, but if you want, take a look about you, get your personality. We'll show you here in the book. And the beauty of it, you can also find out if you give this. There's 18 questions in there. You give that test to anybody, you can find out exactly where you're at in 5 minutes. You can see if you're compatible or not in 5 minutes. So don't waste your time going to dinner unless you want a free dinner from the guy. Okay?
Come with me, I'll take you away from this place. Run with me to dry the tears off of your face. Run with me.
Open mind.